Welcome back to the channel, guys. My name is Alex.
And I'm Richard.
And we're your favorite pro amateur shooting channel.
You already know. Before we head into the video, of course, we're still not monetized, so they're not playing advertisements on our videos. Not quite yet. It should be coming back soon. But if you want to still donate and be a part of our videos and support us with the guns and ammo, our Cash App should be somewhere up there. Also, if you want any kind of promo or, shout outs or anything, hit us up on our email or hit us up on Instagram and we got you.
Yeah, we love your support.
Yes, sir. But straight into the video, what we got today, Alex?
We got the 7 best EDCs in 2024, basically. The ones we have experience with. Yeah. It's impossible for us to shoot everything.
Yeah, I wouldn't even call it like the best EDCs, but I'd say more like the ones that you can't go wrong with.
Yeah, more popular ones, things like that.
Yeah, let's just get straight into it. All right, y'all. So, of course, first we want to start off with defining what EDC is going to be. Of course, EDC is everyday carry. So we're going to be talking about basically the concealed guns that you go around everywhere with, basically.
Yeah, obviously we all know there's some guns that are too large to everyday carry, but there are also some guns that are a little bit small, especially for me, in my opinion. Mm-hmm. So, like, should I give examples?
Yeah, like I say, do you think a Ruger LCP?
Yeah, that's a little bit too small for your everyday carry. I mean, it definitely has a place in the world. I've definitely carried one, but for every single day, it's limited capacity. We're going to kind of go with the, double stacked 9 mils for the most part.
Yeah, and that's kind of going to lead us into our first one. So basically what we got, I think, is the smallest micro compact that you would want to go with as far as sizing. Right now we have the SIG P365.
Yep, let's go ahead and get its smallest mag, which is 10 rounds. So right there may look larger on camera, but it's a very small gun. I mean, this probably competes with the LCP a little bit, but it is double stack, 10 round base mag. And just to show you guys, my pinky almost wants to fall off of there. So what they did was they went ahead and add another mag, and you get these out of the box, I believe, on most of them. And this has got the pinky extension. So this is still a 10 round mag, but with a pinky extension. And then you have the larger mag, and that's going to give you a nice good grip on the gun. Also give you either 2 or 3 more rounds of 9 mil.
Yeah. What would you say that MSRP is at?
So it is a little bit more kind of in the middle ground. You can get these, I've seen them as low as like $460. And I've definitely, if you get like an X or an XL or whatever, the comped version, the rose version, you can go well over $1,000 with it.
Yeah, definitely. So somebody like me with bigger hands, of course, I would want this bigger mag. Which one? How much you said this one holds?
That one holds 12 plus 1, I believe.
12 plus 1. So 13 capacity, of course. Now, like you said, they have the X version and they have the XL for people with way bigger hands like me. Like, I eat this gun up, but it's amazing to conceal carry, and it almost, I'm not gonna say like it almost can't go wrong. They shoot amazingly. I haven't had any malfunctions or anything like that.
No, they're super solid. They've been tested. Pretty much everyone I know has shot in one. The thing about this one is, because of the size, it is snappy. It's a lot snappier than most other kind of concealed carries that we're going to be talking about today.
Yeah, definitely. And of course, it comes snappy because it's so small, but also it's really good accuracy, and it still feels good relatively. I wouldn't say it feels the best out of all of them, but it's really reliable.
For sure.
So the SIG P365 is definitely going to be the first one on our list. All right, y'all, moving on to our next one. So I actually left it at home, but I just want y'all to know this is not in any specific order, of course. It's just going to be 7 guns that we know that you can't go wrong with in 2024, of course. This one is going to be great for budget and reliability. And it's going to be the Taurus G2C / Taurus G3C.
Yeah, Taurus has been really hitting the nail on the head, and it's a really solid gun, and it's going to be the cheapest gun on the list.
Yeah. At Academy, I know they always have deals on them, and you can get them for like $230 sometimes, all the way up to like $280. That's what it relatively runs as. And I have mine. I wish I brought it today, but I've got over 3,000 rounds through it, and it shoots amazing. I will say it did have a breakout period, but I mean, after that, course.
It's been solid. We've got thousands and thousands of rounds to it. The G3C, you're typically going to pay a little bit more for. And the good thing is say you're not a big 9mm guy, it comes in 40.
Yeah.
So you have that option, and it's a great size, great for concealment. What's the magazine capacity typically?
So the magazine capacity, I believe it comes with a 12+1 mag. I believe it comes with 2 actually, and I believe they have a 15 as well. Thankfully, another good thing is they have a lot of aftermarket parts that you can put on it, so they do have those extended mag versions for the gun, of course.
Right.
So I think that's gonna end it with number 2. Unfortunately, we don't have it to show it, so on to number 3.
All right, number 3 is a type of gun that I think everyone should own. Of course, I'm talking about a revolver. This is the Taurus Model 856. It's been a very solid gun for me, and it's very concealable, so it makes a great concealed carry. The downside is going to be capacity. This specific revolver is limited to 6, but you can get them in 7 or 8. Typically, it stops around then, unless you go to, I guess, too small of a caliber that I would consider carrying. This is a 38 special, but if you want a little bit more power, you can go with 9mm or 357. Both are solid choices, and both have different capacities. The reason I have this one in my collection is because of the price. I mean, it comes in a little over $200, and I can take it to the beach. I know it's gonna fire. The thing about revolvers, they're super solid.
Yeah, and that's one thing about revolvers. Now, I will say, as far as the young community that I'm part of, we don't really look into revolvers, but one thing I can say, they are definitely reliable. You don't have to worry about any out of battery experience. They're really good. Now, one thing I will say, they definitely do shoot different.
Yes.
So if you end up getting you a revolver, I would definitely say train. But I say that with every weapon, of course, because you should train with every weapon that you get for yourself. But definitely a revolver.
Yeah, in my opinion, the difference is a good difference, because I like to have that different experience when I go out and shoot, and yeah, this definitely gives it to me.
Yeah, so that was our number 3. Is going to be a revolver. On to number 4. All right, y'all. The next one coming up on stage. I'm not really big of a fan of it, but one thing about it, they make their guns reliable, and of course, that's going to be the Glock 43X. Now, remember, we are talking about concealed carries, and I feel like this is one of the top and the hottest concealed carries. A Glock 19 and a Glock 19X, like those platforms, I would say is a little too big to consider a concealed. So Glock 43X, definitely a nice slim profile, holds 10 rounds, and that's all it holds.
Right.
I'm pretty sure you can get some aftermarket.
There's some aftermarkets that hold up to 15.
Yeah.
But the thing that holds the Glock back a little bit is their stacking capacity. It's single stacked.
Yeah.
And that's going to be the 43X. But like you said, the 19, that's double stacked. That's a little bit too big.
Yeah. Like I said, I really do enjoy the slim profile of the Glock 19. One thing, in my opinion, it does shoot a little bit inaccurate for me. But of course, that's why you go out and train a lot. I definitely would say if it's in a self-defense scenario, it will hit every time. So that's one thing that I do like about it. You know, for me, since I shoot a lot of different guns, I can tell, of course, like the trigger's really bad and all this and all that. But other than that, like, this is a really good gun to go with as far as concealed carrying.
Yeah.
It comes in around what, like $550
typically, yeah. MOS comes in a little bit more.
Yeah, MOS is gonna be about $50 more. If you don't know what that is being able to put an optic on your gun. But yeah, I think it's definitely a good gun. Definitely reliable. Glocks, of course, are proven to be the most reliable gun. So you can't go wrong with that. You know you have to have it in this list.
This is an excellent size gun. It is a little bit longer than a lot of the others, but again, that's from the single stack mag capacity. But it has been super solid. I've enjoyed this more than any other Glock. The 43X, in my opinion, is the best Glock for concealed carry.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely agree with that. And I'm pretty sure most of you agree with that as well. If not, just let us know in the comments below if there's another concealed carry Glock that you would go with. Like I said, I'm not too big of a fan of Glock, but I'm not a Glock hater as well. So like, I respect the fact that they do make really good, reliable handguns.
Yep.
So, but that's the Glock. On to number 5.
Number 5. we have the Canik mete. And Richard has some feelings about the Canik mete.
Yeah, I respectfully consider this the Glock killer. And it's just due to the fact that, I mean, this thing has a better trigger, like off stock. I feel like you can actually enjoy shooting it. Now, don't get me wrong, like I feel like the Glock and the Canik is, in my opinion, a little bit snappy, but I feel like the Canik is way more controllable and way more fun to use. I feel like you can shoot it better, longer ranges, and it just feels good. Also, it comes with everything you really need for it. It comes with a little micro gun as well that you can have the tools to break down, clean the gun. They give you a holster already out the box.
And that's the thing about Canik. It is the best value, I would say, out of any other concealed weapon. You get the most in the box out of the package than I think anything else.
Yeah.
Every tool, several mags, and also MOS.
Yeah, MOS already. So you can put a sight, an optic on here. Also, you can get this Canik mete for about $400. For $400, you have to spend $150 more than the Glock. Then it comes with a 12+1 and a 15+1. Now, I know we're not bashing Glock right now. We're making a list. I definitely would say the Canik mete is a really great firearm. It has not performed bad on me. It's been working. I put multiple thousands of rounds in it, and it's super reliable. This is actually my old everyday carry. I have a new one now, and it's going to actually be in this list. But this one, it treated me well for about a year now. So,
yeah, man, it's an awesome gun, awesome package, awesome price. I mean, overall, Canik has really just stepped up their game, and it's been a super solid weapon for us. We've had a red dot on it. We've taken the red dot off of it. I mean, it's pretty much been kind of everything for our channel. And I would say you can't go wrong with it. I mean, it's solid.
Yeah, definitely. And let us know how y'all feel about it in the comments below. We do know Canik is kind of newer to the game. This is one of their newer micro compacts, of course. So, you know, they also do have like the Canik SC. That is a super good weapon as well. The micro, the like subcompact. That's another one. So we don't have that one, unfortunately. But I would put Canik mete MC9 and / the SC because they make great weapons, and all of them come with everything that you need. So that is amazing about that. So on to number 6. All right, y'all. Next coming up to the table is probably, in my opinion, the best like first gun to get as a concealed carry. Like somebody that's getting into concealed carrying, I feel like is one of the best for the budget, the functionality, just company. I just feel like it's the best.
I think it combines the reliability of the Glock with the shootability of the Canik. I really do think it's
a little combination.
For me, it's the best of both worlds. Everybody likes what they like, and I've taken people out and they haven't loved this gun as much as I have. They shot the Glock better or they shot the Canik better. But for me, this is the best of all worlds. And of course, I'm talking about my concealed carry, the Smith & Wesson MP9 Shield Plus. It's a long name, but it is a beautiful gun. Let's talk about the mags real quick. You have the option of a 10-round mag. Comes in the box. Makes it a nice flush fit. And honestly, if you can do this real quick, bring the SIG back out. It's not a ton bigger than the SIG. I mean, you definitely have a little bit more overall. But with the 10-round mag, it's not that much bigger. With saying all of that, it's way less snappy.
Yeah. Way
less snappy. Now from the 10 round, you get a 13 round. Sorry, I dropped the mag, guys.
Dropped it on the floor.
13 round mag as well in the box. That extends it out. Gets you a little bit better on that grip. And then finally, you have the option of getting these 15 round mags from Smith. It doesn't come with the gun, but I've used it. They come with the equalizer.
Yep.
And I have not had any issues at all. It is a factory mag from Smith with that factory fit, which I love. And I really, really like capacity. I typically carry with the larger mag, and I find no problems with it at all. Probably more rounds through this than any other gun on the channel.
We've had that before we started the YouTube channel, so.
Yep. Super solid.
I love the fact that it's super slim. It is really slim. It kind of compares to, in my opinion, the Glock is actually a little bit bigger, and I like how the Glock feels because it's so slim. But it's just really nice, micro compact. I mean, let's compare it to the Glock real quick as far as size. I got the Smith & Wesson on top. As you can see, the Glock is going to be
just a little
bit bigger,
but on the bottom is where the Glock is longer. You don't have that option for that 10 round mag that a lot of smaller statured people like.
Right. And the best thing about it is the fact that it's double stacked, right?
It's double stacked.
It's double stacked.
And the price point.
Yeah.
It comes in, this specific one comes in the same price as the Canik at $400.
Yeah.
Now, if you want it ready for sights, ready for a like a hollow sun or red dot, you're gonna spend more money. If you want night sights, you're gonna spend more money. But for me personally, that doesn't really matter. I like to keep my concealed weapons as light as possible. And this thing is light, it's skinny. I don't feel it on my person ever.
Yeah.
Very comfortable. And again, if you are a 40 guy, they got it in 40. If you're a 45 guy, limited capacity, but they have it in 45, and I do carry one of those as well.
Same size.
Same exact size. Like it fits the bill for pretty much any caliber you want, and it's very solid for the money. Very reliable.
Yeah, I like that. And with that being said, we're going on to number 7.
All right, number 7. What we got, Richard?
We got the Springfield Hellcat Pro. Now, of course, there is a Springfield Hellcat as well. I have bigger hands, and I feel like, in my opinion, this one is just a little bit better than the regular Hellcat, just because the regular Hellcat is really snappy, and I feel like they did just an amazing job with the Hellcat Pro. I'm gonna go ahead first start off with talking about the capacity of it. So they come with these 15+1 mag capacity, so nice flush, but also in the bag you get a 17 round as well,
which is more capacity than any other gun we've talked about. So if you're a capacity guy, this is probably gonna be your answer.
And it flushes so well. And anybody with huge hands like me, look at how much extra space you have. So, man, they make this thing well, right? First of all, really nice slim profile. It feels really good when you hold it. My specific one that I have right now in my hand, it does have a manual safety, so that is amazing as well. Also, I would like to talk about the sights that you get out the box. You're gonna see we have the night sights, so it's gonna show up really good when you're shooting. I love that. The little UE, that's what I call it. And
at first, when we first opened the box for this, I said, oh man, this is kind of like what Glock used to do. I wasn't super excited about it, but really with that U almost, it fits that circle perfectly and helps you line up your shot.
And it makes it shoot so accurate. It, like I said, I cannot say this enough. It shoots so amazing, in my opinion. And by the way, this is my new concealed carry gun as well. In my opinion, it just shoots. It's probably my favorite shooter of all the ones that we spoke about today. With second coming the Smith & Wesson right there, right behind it. I love both of them, how they feel, how they shoot, how reliable they are. But Springfield, they do their thing.
They really do. Yeah, this has been a solid gun. It's about as big as you're gonna go with a concealed carry gun. Can we compare it like a flush mag real quick in it? Yeah. I'm gonna compare it to the Smith. And just to show you guys, the Smith is in front. It's a tad bit longer, longer on both sides, honestly. It's very comparable, however, to the Glock 43X. If you have that right there, if we put that in front, they're about even on everything. Maybe the Springfield sticks a little bit more out in the front. So that is one kind of downside to it. But you do, like the Smith, get a manual safety, so that's good for newer shooters. You can buy them without manual safety.
Now remember one thing about it. This is just the Pro version. They also do have the regular Hellcat if you want something smaller.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really more smaller than this. I feel like as a bigger guy or someone with bigger hands, the Hellcat Pro is amazing. And also, like, with the longer barrel, it makes your shots so much more accurate.
And a little bit less snappy.
And yes, definitely less snappy.
Yeah, which is good for a concealed. It does have the Picatinny, like a lot of these, like all of them have actually.
Actually, all of them.
Except for the Revolver.
We haven't mentioned any of them, but yeah, all of them are have Picatinny rails. So
yep, and with the Pro version, you do get the MOS stuff.
Yes, sir. But yeah, so of course you can put an optic on it. Now, one thing I gotta say, you gotta get an optic plate.
Yes.
I didn't know that. I tried to put my Hollow Sun on here.
Unlike the Canik that comes with them,
yeah,
you gotta buy that extra.
You gotta buy this extra.
Just out of curiosity, how much is that gun? MSRP typically
like 600.
Yeah, roughly. Yeah,
I think
they go.
Think about $600.
You can get them as low as I've seen them as low as $530.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen them also way higher than that.
I've seen them at $650 already.
Yeah, easily.
Yeah, so I mean, there are amazing weapons. Now, you're paying for quality. Mm-hmm. Now, I will say you're paying for quality. It's really amazing. I think the most expensive ones we talked about is the P365 and then the Springfield. But those are some great companies, and they make great quality firearms that are reliable.
Yep.
So that definitely was number 7 of our list.
That's it.
All right, and of course, y'all, we couldn't just end this video off with just 7. We had to end it with an even number. So tell them, what is that final bonus round?
So this is going to be our honorable mention, right?
Talk to me.
Because it's, in my opinion, it's too big, but there's going to be somebody in the chat that goes, hey, I can carry whatever I want, whenever I want.
There's always that one person.
So for that, we got the Raging Hunter.
There we go.
This is a 44 Magnum, guys. If you want, knockdown power over anything else, this is your carry gun. Now, some people say it's heavy, it's got too much power for a daily carry, it's too big to fit in my pants. Well,
grow up.
Right.
Grow up.
This is easily concealable. You can tell that the mag, the handle, there are gonna be people yell at me in the comments. The handle is huge.
Yeah.
So it'll look like you're happy to see people.
Yeah, also, I was about to say, men, if you want to impress the ladies,
you're not going to carry something small.
You're not going to carry a little baby gun. You want to have a bulge, right? If you get what I'm saying.
If you can compare the sizes real quick. Yeah, you can tell.
Yeah, you can tell. But yeah, so this is our number 8.
Yeah.
Which is probably should have been our number 1 on the list, honestly.
It really should be. And it's got six rounds of 44 Magnum. That knockdown power, guys.
Come on.
Some people say that it doesn't exist, but you haven't shot a 44 Magnum. Like, the sound of it is even scary.
Yeah.
So
I'm scared right now holding it.
So without helping you guys up too much more, we had to throw in something like this because we know the comment section is already going to be like, well, I carry my Python or I carry my tracker.
That Glock thing is going to get everybody. That Glock thing?
Yeah.
The Glock 19X? Because it's a full size, bro. You don't seriously consider that.
Exactly. So we want to throw this in.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for making it to the end of the video. Once again, I do want to repeat that this video was not in any certain order. And we know that there's a lot more guns that you can add to this list that are great and guaranteed. For example, we know like the CZs are good and there's a lot of Walthers that are amazing as well. We haven't had personal experience and also just don't have those guns as well. So we just wanted to tell y'all what we did already have and have personal experience with. Just let us know in the comments below what y'all want to see us get next or what your list would have been. Right,
yeah. What did we miss? What should we have added? Should we have added smaller guns? Should the Ruger LCP be on here or something like that?
Or should we have taken away something and replaced it for something else? Definitely let us know in the comments below. Like I said, once again, we are not advertised or sponsored for any of these videos, so we're not getting paid for any of this. So if you want to support us, Cash App right up there. You know, anything helps. All of it goes right back to the channel. So more ammo, more guns. Thank y'all for the support. If you want to sponsor us or any promos, hit us up on our email. We'll hit you right back up, or hit us up on our Instagram, which is going to be linked in the description below.
Yeah, definitely go at our Instagram. We're doing a little bit more on that. We're still a little bit slow on it, but it's coming around.
Yeah, slowly but surely, y'all. And, you know, hit us up and we'll hit you right back up. We do have working jobs and stuff, but like, hey.
Families.
right.
Who needs all that when you guys are talking to us?
But yeah, so with that being said, thank y'all for watching the video. Dude, I've been looking to ask you the whole dang on video. And we'll see you on the next one.
Triggered easily.